First things first, though it features a character named P.T. Barnum, The Greatest Showman is in no way a factual account of the life of the celebrated 19th-century circus founder and huckster. In fact, you'll have to completely set aside any unsavory stories you may have heard about the real-life Barnum, because this one is played by the charming Hugh Jackman. Resistance is futile. Directed by first-timer Michael Gracie, the musical never aspires to be anything more than a heaping helping of PG-rated holiday cheese, something that the whole family can partake of. For the most part, it meets that low bar, though you'll have to suspend disbelief at every turn. The story begins during Barnum's boyhood when, while working in his father's tailor shop, he falls in love with Charity, the daughter of a wealthy client who would never let his only child run off with the son of tradesmen. But once the girl becomes an adult, played by Michelle Williams, she can't be talked out of marrying her beloved. Fast forward a few years, to when they're parents of a couple of kids and struggling to make ends meet. As if on cue, Barnum dreams up a novel way to make money, via a museum of curiosities, complete with human attractions. After he puts out a call for unique individuals, the movie shows him forming his troupe during a musical montage. There's the bearded lady, Keela Settle, and Tiny Tom Thumb, Sam Humphrey, not to mention the sibling trapeze artists W.D. and Ann Wheeler, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II and Zendaya. When W.D. warns that people won't like seeing black performers on stage, the showman replies with a knowing smirk, "Oh, I'm counting on it." At first, Barnum isn't very sensitive to the needs of his employees. When he tries to recruit the man whom he would christen Tom Thumb, a dwarf who isn't interested in having people stare at him, Barnum replies, "They're laughing anyway. You might as well get paid." But pretty soon, he's as progressive as a 21st-century Twitter liberal, empowering his group of former pariahs to live their best lives. In other words, you won't find any evidence here of Joyce Haight, the black slave who, in real life, was exhibited by Barnum as George Washington's 161-year-old childhood mammy. Nor does the film include the public autopsy he staged after Haight's death. Start your day with the news you need from the Bay Area and beyond. Sign up for our new Morning Report newsletter. Not that this sanitized Barnum is a saint. He becomes a social climber, to the dismay of the Beatific Charity. Meanwhile, Barnum's new partner, a blue blood with the appropriately hoity-toity name of Philip Carlyle, Zac Efron, starts falling for Anne. Perhaps these two lovebirds, along with the rest of the quirky cast, can show Barnum that there's more to life than money and fame. Will you buy any of this? Not really. In part, that's because everything about the movie feels artificial, from the singers' blatantly auto-tuned voices to the CGI acrobatics. The song and dance numbers are clearly meant to wow, but technology drains away some of their awesomeness. Does it bother you that everything you're selling is fake? Barnum is asked at one point by a newspaper critic.